Hey, hey, happy Tuesday. Emily Smiley here. I'm so sorry it's been a while since I have been on here live. I apologize for that. I'm usually much better than that. I wish it was for vacation and fun reasons. It's actually, we've had some family stuff come up, and the beauty of being an entrepreneur and running your own business is you have the ability to take that time. And we're all good, so everybody's, okay. But anyway, I just wanted to make sure to let you guys know I'm back. I'm gonna try to be more present here and adding value and giving you guys, tips and resources and things to help you move forward in your business, especially in building online, no matter what it is, but mostly for those of you that are network marketing or desiring to just build out your blog or something online or on a social media platform. I've got some good things in the works, you guys. Coming your way. I don't want to get into specifics, I guess, quite yet, but some funnels and new blog and that kind of thing. So stay tuned for that. Today, getting right to the point that I put in the title, and I do have my notes, so I apologize if you see my eyes go to the left. But why you don't want to use your company? Yeah, I know we've done lives on this before, but I'm still seeing so much of it. How effective is it, you guys? Please tell me, are y'all finding it really effective to blare your company name and logo all over your page? First of all, for most of you, if you're network marketing, it is not in compliance to put it on anything except for your personal page, and those are your personal friends. So the whole reason for this page is to not have to hit up your friends and your family for your network marketing. I'm not saying don't share. I'm not saying don't let them know what you do, or I'm not saying, by all means, give yourself permission to be in business for yourself. However, that being said, if you wish to be taken as a professional, then it is time to be professional, and it is time to get those other things going. So how many of you guys have had messages asking you maybe what it is you do? Maybe it's in person, maybe you've given a presentation. I actually used to struggle with even how to answer this because I didn't want to be known as, the da-da-da lady or the shake lady or the, whatever lady. I wanted to be more than that. And that's really was the beginning of my journey into really changing how I did business, right? We're in network marketing, and it's important that you learn how to do the marketing. I'm trying to stick to my notes, but I always get sidetracked. So when people message you, asking what you do, it's important to pre-qualify people now. Okay, well, why do you want to know what I do? Are you just, before I get to that, what do you guys say? I know most of you will probably be watching this on replay, and that's totally cool. I'm all off on my live times, but what would you say when people say, oh, well, what do you do for a living? Do you say you're in network marketing? Do you say the name of your company? Do you say, an entrepreneur, digital entrepreneur? Now there's all these really cool things out there, right, that people kind of say, but how many are effective when you've seen, and I know we've all seen them, and I'm sure we've all been guilty of it as well, and I'm super supportive. I actually try to purchase things from a lot of different friends that are in network marketing. Sometimes, even if, maybe you do or don't like the product, a lot of them are really good products. But you kind of feel like you're really trying to support them. But then they're just blaring it everywhere on social media, or you haven't seen them in a while and all of a sudden they're all over social media because they're just, doing things or posting things. And, a lot of companies, it has become the norm, I will say, to have curiosity posts. The problem is a lot of these curiosity posts, in my opinion, are done incorrectly. They're trying to build curiosity, but they're kind of still giving all of their information away. So, what do you guys think would happen if you're giving all of your information away on social media in regards to your company? Because if you have your own brick and mortar and you are the only one to do that, then people have to come to you. If you are marketing yourself, right, because you are in marketing, if you're marketing your company, that's not really your company, right? You're just, maybe you're a distributor, or maybe you're just a virtual franchise, or whatever you call yourselves, right? You are in fact selling something. You are in business for yourself, but you're not in charge of any aspect in the decision-making process of that company. But when people buy from you, they buy from you because they know, like, and trust you. So if you're marketing yourself on the grand scheme of things, and I'm not talking about your friends and family on this, I'm talking about you're on different media platforms. Maybe you have a YouTube channel, maybe you're on LinkedIn, maybe it's your blog, maybe you're running ads, right? You're having people run through your funnels. When you're doing that and you're making those connections, you know, if you lead with your company and you're blaring and you're spamming your company, what are most of us most likely inclined to do? Think about that for a second. If you saw someone that you kind of maybe do or don't know, right? What would you do? Most of us are going to go Google it, right? And I think that most of us have, and I am totally guilty of this, we have missed out on customers or potential team members in the past because, and we don't even know it, right? Because I know that when I started, I made those mistakes. I put myself out there, I gave all of this information for free, like whoever will listen and blah, blah, blah. And I literally have had people that I was like pretty good friends with that live farther now who ordered and got from somebody else or joined their team because they're like, okay, but they got their information from me. And they're like, oh, that's right, I forgot about that. I even had somebody tell me that one time. I gave them all the samples, gave them all the information, sent them the product, sent, you know, all of this. And she's like, oh, right, I forgot about this. This is good. Oh, thank you for all of this stuff that you've given me. I'm going to go over here to my friend over here. You know, and those people, you know, good riddance. You don't want them anyway. But, you know, how many of us don't even know? Because you're putting information out there on, you know, the internet or social media or whatever it is, and you don't even know the people that you're missing because you're not giving them the opportunity or the need to contact you, right? Because if you are and you're doing it right, then those people have to seek you out if they want to know the answer. And that is the main reason for why you don't want to blare your company name everywhere. Because when you do that, they're going to go over to Google and they're going to search it. And I don't care if you search for Christmas or puppy dogs, there is negative information on whatever product, service, opportunity, business, whatever that you have that you're offering or you're in business. And I'm talking mostly to my network marketers here, maybe not so much affiliate. And they're going to get the negative. So wouldn't you rather be in control of the conversation, know that they're there, and once you do, you add them into your funnel or add them into your, you know, email or whatever it is. And then you're building that rapport, that conversation. So even if they didn't start out know, like, and trusting you, you're building up that rapport and you're giving them the opportunity and you're giving yourself a chance to continue to drip on them rather than scrolling through their news feed. Oh, so-and-so has that. Oh, that eye stuff. Oh, that looks really good. I really need that. You know who might have that? My friend so-and-so down the, oh, I'm going to get that from her because now I've seen this and what it does and it really works. So this person did the work, did the post, you know, showed whatever, posted whatever it was. So now I already know this information and now I'm going to take it. Maybe I Google it. Oh, this stuff kind of really works. All right, so not too negative. I'm going to go down here to Susie down the road because I think she sells the same thing. You've done all of the work and you missed out on the opportunity. That is the number one thing. And you guys, I get this question all of the time. You know, well, I don't understand the whole like branding yourself. You are branding yourself anyway. Because if you are building a business, it is not the company that you're building, it's yourself. So if you're like, oh, I can't brand, I can't do this, it doesn't meet the compliance of my, you know, network marketing. Yes, it does. There is no company, at least that you should be a part of, where you cannot brand just yourself because you're not sharing anything about the company. You are sharing yourself. And people are going to come to you because they know, like, and trust you. I hope that makes sense. So your curiosity post, I'm not saying not to do them. I'm just saying, you know, maybe you do a boomerang or, you know, you ask a question that they're going to naturally, we are really curious and people are naturally curious. If you give them the answer, they do not care, like at all. But if you ask a question and they're like, oh, I think I know the answer. Do I know the answer to that? They're going to look, they're going to scroll, right? How many of you have seen those stupid like math problems, right? I taught math for years. If I see one of those, I'm like, oh, I'm going to make sure I know the answer. Da, 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 da. Oh, did I get it right? okay, oh, okay, they put the comment in there. Oh, I did. Or if they were smart, they wouldn't give the answer. They'd be like, oh, send it to me for the answer and a free whatever. Then I might be more inclined to reach out to them and go, hey, I did this math problem. It was kind of fun. I want to know if I got the right answer, right? So that's kind of a stupid example, but you get the idea, right? So you want to do your curiosity post right, because we are trained to naturally be really curious. And I've lost people, you guys. I am sure of it. People I know of and probably people that I don't know of. So we've all been guilty of this, I feel like. But it is what it is. And when you know better, you do better, right? So just make sure that you keep the ball in your court. This is vital. That being said, when you have people reaching out to you, because you absolutely should, it doesn't take 1 million followers. It doesn't take, rocket science. A lot of the times, the people that I'm reaching out to are people who are or have been traditionally in network marketing, and they are like I was. I was super frustrated and knew that people were building online and had absolutely no clue how to do it. And what I've learned now is, first of all, I'm not even close to that same person, but I don't have to have this like gigantic, I don't have to have had reached all of my goals. Probably never will anyway. I keep pushing them out, but I am not the same person. I don't build the same, and I've added income streams in the meantime. So if I can turn around and help the next person, that's amazing, right? And that's really my passion and my goal, you guys, is to share what I've learned, because I remember thinking like, I am so stuck and frustrated and I don't know what to do if I just knew the next step. And so this is the next step, you guys. Stop posting your company. It's super helpful. And if you do not have people reaching out to you via message, that's a whole nother thing. Let me know. I will be glad to send you some free information for how to, get your branding and your message out there so that you do have people messaging you. That's a different problem or beast in itself. So let's assume that you do. All right, reach out and let me know if you do not. And if you do, then let me know. Hello. Oh, I don't want to screw up your name. How do you say it? Oh, I'm afraid I'm going to mess it up. Hi, thanks for popping in. Okay, I digress. Let me get back on track. Oh, so if you have people messaging you and they're like, hey, what do you do? I get this all the time. It doesn't matter if you're in person, presentations, I get it all the time, right? Because you share what you do as an entrepreneur. What do you say? So I'm curious, what do you say? Do you say what company you're in? Do you say what it is that you do, which is more in line to what you should do? Do you say, oh, I'm an entrepreneur? Do you say you're in network marketing, or do you completely cover up the fact? Do you almost hide the fact that you're in network marketing? Because people can smell that a mile away, right? Do they feel like you're hunting them? I think it's John and Nadia Melton. She calls it like commission breath, like that desperation. People can sense that. But hopefully you have enough people messaging and reaching out, asking you, and then you don't want the tire kickers, right? How many of us have gone, and I'm so guilty of this. I would go and I would drive all the way somewhere, like hours, to help my team. And I would run whatever presentation or, whatever it was, event that it was. I would try to help them get this going. There weren't as many people as I wanted at the event. I would spend hours trying to convince them, explain the products, explain what it is I do. They didn't really know what they were coming for. So ineffective and such a waste of time. So the good thing about when you are building your business online and people are reaching out to you is you can get rid of the tire kickers without wasting your time, right? You kind of pre-qualify, you keep the ball in your court like we were talking about, you stay in control of the conversation, and when they specifically outright ask you because they can't find it on your profile page, then you just say, well, and this is your one line that I learned from my mentor that is game changer. Are you ready? Drum roll. I'm serious. Are you curious, or are you looking for a new product, home, opportunity, whatever it is that they're reaching out for, right? So maybe your ad was for your something to do with, along the lines of your healthy living product. Are you trying to get healthier, or do you just really want to know? Maybe it was your opportunity. Are you just curious, or are you looking for a new home and a new company in network marketing? It gets right to the point. Now, this is totally different from those people that you meet all the time on LinkedIn and different places where they're like, hey, nice to make your acquaintance. Here's my link to my product. Check it out. Nobody has time to watch all those links. So what do you say when they ask you that? What do you say when you say what you do? Well, if you ask them that question and they just say, well, I'm just curious, well, then just tell them. They're going to say, yeah, they're going to say what it is. All right, so my business is blah, 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 blah. But if they really are looking for a home, then you can take them down your sales funnel. Then you can take them through your process and your pitch. But why on earth would you, when they're asking you, take them through your whole sales pitch or your whole opportunity or whatever it is that your business or your product is? You give them the video, whatever it is that your system duplicates, right? You go all the way through this, and then at the end of that, they're like, oh, I was just curious. Am I the only one that's ever done this? I've had people ask, and I've gone into this whole thing trying to convince them, right? Like, oh my gosh, if I could just get one more team member, if I could just get one more this, or just get, one more, customer, or whatever it is, I can qualify or whatever, right? And then you get to the very end and they're like, they didn't really want to know anyway. So when you are using attraction marketing, right? When you are marketing yourself, not your company, then you're attracting those people to you to create the curiosity, because we're all naturally curious. You're keeping the ball in your court because you hold all the keys, you hold all the answers, not Google. You're keeping them off Google. You're not giving them away to other people because they've Googled it and they realize that Susie down the street has the same company. She's going to go to them even though you've trained and taught them and done the product demonstration or whatever it is, right? You control the court. You control it, and then now you can pre-qualify them. So if they're just asking what you do, then just tell them if they're just curious. But if not, then now you know specifically more. And you guys, it's not super easy to have those conversations. The first few, I guess, people that would reach out saying, hey, I'd like to chat. I want to know more about what you do and blah, blah, blah. I usually will send you, my online calendar or whatever. And then we book those and then we get in and then, there's a conversation that happens, right? Because normally you're going to ask them the questions about what it is that they're looking for. Because it's not about you pushing your company down their throat, your product, your business. Maybe they don't want to be, I heard somebody recently, they were like, it'd be like trying to pitch a steak to a vegan, right? If you knew they were vegan, you would never try to spend 2 hours selling them on steak, right? It's the same opportunity when you're connecting with people. If you are trying to cram your company or your product or your, maybe they're not looking. So it's helpful to get right to the point. And so, for me, when people connect with me, and they want to know, well, what is it that you do? All right, well, I do a couple of things. What is it that you're looking for? Right? And if it's a product, then I may share that. And if they're very happy in their network marketing, business, then that's totally fine. Here's some tools. This is what I've learned. These are free. This is what I suggest, and then they are free to choose. There is no hunting and back to your friends and your family and right? Like the old school traditional and you're only connecting with people who are interested in connecting with you. And if they're just curious, then you just tell them, and who cares if they go Google it? If they're really interested, they'll be back anyway. And they'll probably even forgot that they asked you or whatever, and they're going to be attracted to you again via your opportunity or whatever else that it is. Does that make sense? I hope it does. Because when push comes to shove, you are in control. You should be very clear about what you're posting. Be very intentional with your time and what you're branding as, right? Whatever platform that it is. So if you still, have your company on your profile on Instagram or LinkedIn or Facebook, especially, I would encourage you, clean it up, because it's not your company, it's you. And you don't want to put your company on there because then they're just going to go directly to your company and you're never going to know. So hopefully I encourage you, if you learned something today, let me know. Feel free if you know somebody that on your team or someone that, could benefit from this, you know, smash the share button, like, comment, let me know if this was helpful. Let me know if it added value. I have a couple of other things that I've written out I really wanted to share with you guys this week. So I promise to be sharing more on here. And so I hope you found this helpful. Have a great day, you guys.